Hello and welcome back to the Planet Zoo Let's Play. So I was gonna take care of building a second exhibit, and also the alert that we got at the end of the last one of the high amounts of litter. It looks like I forgot to place trash cans. I'm gonna place some of those and also hire a couple more groundskeepers. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is actually place uh, the trash can recycling cans around. So I'm gonna put some by the food areas that I put out. And hopefully guests will start using that instead of throwing them on the ground. And I'm gonna go back into here and hire me, whoops, that was vet research. Hire me another caretaker. I'm also gonna check to see, I did not assign anyone to work zones, but I did make a work zone. So I'm actually gonna start assigning all these people to the work zone that I created, because I forgot to do that last time. And I'm gonna hire a couple more vendors because they all are out of energy. And the reason I'm assigning the vendors to work zone is it helps control the staff room they get to use. So they're not walking all around the park trying to find a staff room. Okay, and do two more, hopefully they replace, and that works well. Entrance, and entrance. Okay, there we go. Hopefully their happiness goes back up once their workload balances. Actually, why are you guys not happy? Let's see. Staff room could be a little bit nicer. They're bored and they're content, but they're getting paid enough. So with looking at that, I'm also going to add a staff room perk. I shouldn't have an issue with money. It appears we're making money, and as I can see here, the tortoises, their donation bins are doing a decent amount for the little bit that we had them. Let's see, what perk? Yes, let's help them with the overworked. Amounts of litter. Can't find accessible staff room. Did I not? Or do I have someone not in a work zone? Yeah, we go, everyone. Should be fine. Okay, maybe they'll go away once the game starts. Up. Let's hit play. Let's just make sure that they start picking that up. Hey, look, he's doing better there. And you guys actually, oh, so you guys are having a vendor change. What? Oh, and you are a vendor that has already changed. And it does look like everyone else has a vendor, so that's good. They have enough for the breaks. So I'm pretty much going to duplicate this and maybe split it in half over here. So I was thinking about doing either both types of lemurs or another type of monkey over here, because they allow smaller exhibits. So I was either thinking about doing this one and giving it, or the red ruffed lemur and the ringtail lemurs, and splitting that up for both of them. So I'm gonna first off figure out how that was set up. I believe it was 2 empty spots, and then I started going over. Yes, so 2 empty spots. So line to grid from here and start heading over. It was an 8x8 empty square. So 1. Yeah, I doubled out inside. Okay, so 8x8. Then go over for the double path. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm actually gonna pause the game so I don't miss any alerts that are happening. One of those staff rooms looks like it's unbalanced on its side, but yeah, so it does just go up here. I might have to move my staff buildings and maybe not make it right there, because I also realized that one of the buildings does have negative impact on guests. So I at least have to move that one, and I might do it in the next playthrough and just go through this one first. So now that we have that, I'm gonna also, can I duplicate all these picnic tables? Select all. Actually, can I, multi-select, are you gonna let me? No. Okay, so, click and drag, click or drag. Why? Okay, so let me take buildings, but it won't let me, okay. Never mind then. It won't let me do tables. So, I'll just grab one of these tables, duplicate it, and put tables over here to go with, just to balance this out. It's actually, so yeah. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Control Z. Let's go to animal trading, and let's see if they have both types of lemurs. I want those, and they only have one. I don't really want just one, and they only have one ringtail too. So today we might just put in any species. Today we might just put in the white-faced monkey because they have a good number of them. So I'm gonna go into Zoopedia to try to just see how many they want in their exhibit. So it only needs to be 210, grade 1 with climb proof, or 10 feet wide of water, 3 feet deep. Which I thought I switched my game stats over to meters. It wants 8 to 14 with up to 13 males and 39 females. So it looks like I will grab probably 4. Actually, it wants 8. I don't even think there was 8 available. So I'll just grab these 6. I don't want to send to zoo. Okay. Adopt. 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 Okay. So I have all those. Actually, as I'm building this, I'll get ready to send those all to my quarantine. Whoops, that was exhibit animals. Select all. Send to zoo. Move to quarantine. Now they'll do that once. Actually, I will play through this just to get them over there. That way I don't have to worry, and I can hopefully put them in the exhibit right when I'm ready. Nope, research is done. So, Tortoise says I can probably get more enrichment in there. Let me go back to what I was focusing on, and I'll add the enrichment later. So barriers, it just needs to be a level 1 climb proof. So, what did I put over here? I have the logs. I'm just gonna stick with the logs. Because it will work. Get as close as possible. Right out there. This one seems to be going a lot better on the as close to possible as the last time. For some reason I seem to get it a lot more square. Okay, so I have that. Now I'm going to get the wooden habitat gate and also put it right here, right next to the staff buildings, and connect that staff path up. I actually think I was using that one. Align the grid. Okay, deselect grid. Yeah, not quite straight, but it works. Okay. So now that I got the base exhibit done, I forgot I was going to divide this in half, so I'm going to get the wood brick barrier. I honestly don't quite know where half is. Add something in there. So white right about there, doesn't have to be exact. Add. My angle snapping does not want to be on right now. But whatever. That is close enough to half. Whoops, did I hit Control Z? No, I did not. Good. Let's put this door also right here. And there. Okay. So now, I might actually just use the smaller side for these monkeys. So I'm gonna actually add some to this one, edit barrier, and I'm going to add some glass to this corner, giving a nice little viewing area. One-way glass, or not one way. I don't have that yet. I need to start actually researching barriers, and then the other thing I need to do is go into here, make it climb proof. Yep, I did the wrong side. I want it on the inside. And now, if I get out, you'll see that there is this little thing here to prevent it from being able to climb out. So I'm actually going to let the game play for a second, so my animals can go through quarantine. And as I'm doing that, I will look over here and see what else I can give the tortoises. So habitat, what new stuff did I get in enrichment? It looks like nothing else, so I must have just researched. Let's see, what did they actually get for level 2 research? Fun fact and education bonus. So they will get some more enrichment in the next one. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to change my mechanic, because I realized I put them on food shop or souvenir shops, but I actually really do want the upgraded barriers, because the one-way glass at level 5 will really help prevent animals from being stressed, but also provide really good viewpoints. So now it's just waiting here. I'll verify all my staff is good. Yep, it looks like everyone is still working, and I will, as I'm waiting for animals to get through quarantine, I'll get a notification. I will place bins, buy this. Yeah, look, one of my animals has made it through quarantine. So, you're not in the grass. In the grass. And then I will duplicate you, put you around this. Okay. So I have 3 animals ready, 4 animals ready, let's see. Okay, so I'll take these 4 right now. and move them into this exhibit. And I will add that exhibit to the entrance entrance work zone, so my staff will be able to use it. And it looks like one of them actually has a disease, so the guy doing tortoises is going to come over here. I might want to hire another vet just to help with the research of multiple. I'll check to see. Work zones, this work zone. Let's edit it, and I will actually add these two exhibits and that building that apparently is not in there. Okay, so now that they're in there, and whoops, sorry, they're down here. So let's get one of them, pause it, see what I need to do this exhibit. So they do have enough room. They do not like their hard shelter or their terrain. They have way too much long grass, not enough short grass or soil. So at least this is a relatively easy terrain to fix. Just put some short grass all around. Might get rid of the majority of the long grass. Still reading a lot of long grass in that exhibit. And then I'll get some soil light, change the size of it, and just start adding some spots of soil and painting. Trying to just make it look more realistic. Let's get some heavy soil. I'm gonna go back to that in a second because I'm actually gonna also add. I need some climbable stuff. So there are a couple things I can add. One, I'm actually gonna give them a hard shelter from in here, and that will. Yes, and that will also most likely be allowed to be climbed on. They're not in here. That is weird. But I'm gonna guess most of the stuff will work. Gonna want to make sure I don't put it by the edge of the exhibit. So I'm actually gonna bury that because I don't really want the logs on the bottom. So yeah, that should hopefully, yeah, that takes care of their hard shelter requirement easily, and actually their climate requirement, but I'm gonna add more. Okay, they do actually need some plants and some coverage, so I do need to add more anyways. But first thing, I'm gonna go back to the terrain, and since this would actually not be getting that much sun, I'm gonna just turn that all into soil underneath. Just to, again, keep the realistic look. And then I'm gonna add some plants because they want a lot of coverage. And yeah, it doesn't quite tell me what they want in plants, but I just have to make sure they're all part of what they want. So they are from tropical and temperate in North America, South and Central America. Okay, so now that I have that, whoops, I'm gonna get set to go to the trees, and just start adding just some trees. I'm gonna rotate every now and then. This will also add to their climbing ability because they'll be able to climb on these. Every once in a while, I'm going to sink it and just make it kind of look like a bush. Don't quite want, I want that just to be above, yeah. Just to be above that. They need a little bit more coverage. So, there's maybe one or two, whoa, that tree is a little bit huge, don't quite want that one. Because that might add coverage to other exhibits in the future that I do not want coverage on. Okay, now they're 100% happy with their plants. So let's go back to play. And let's just check enrichment. They want some species enrichment and some special toy enrichment. I'm gonna guess they don't want any of the enrichment that I already have. And hey, look, more of them are now coming in. Quarantine pass, quarantine pass. So, I'm gonna grab the last two, move, and throw them in the exhibit. Okay. Okay, so I was gonna first check, see what other, if I had any enrichment that might work for the monkeys. Oh, I do, because they just want a lot of climbing stuff, and they also might like, yep, they do want the sprinkler. And then I will actually just add some of the climbing poles, if that actually adds enrichment to them. It might be? Can't quite tell. Nope, that is not. So I'm actually just going to remove that. Their habitat went down. Oh, temperature. It is way too cold for them. So, one last thing I'm going to do before I'm done for today is add some heaters. And this time I'm going to add one. And then wait for my light to come back, set it to what they want in their range, and then just duplicate it to make it easy so I don't have to set them all later. So 12 to 42 degrees Celsius. I'm going to just go to about 20. And then just duplicate it. And put a few of them all around their exhibit. Make sure I'm not putting it in the tree. Yep, okay. Now if I let that play through, they should be getting better as their temperature should be rising. Let's hope. Our heater, right? Yeah. Did it not copy those all? Yeah, it looks like it did not want to copy all of them. Why are they not? Because I forgot to hit play and still paused. That's why it's not working. Okay. So I'm gonna... I have no security guards to deal with crime, so apparently crime is happening. So let's add a security guard. It's not that big of a zoo. I can just throw one of them right there. One last thing I also want to do is add my donation bins. Actually going to just duplicate these since they're already colored. And put them on both sides of this viewing. That one's actually going to go on the path. And add one education board. And then I think I'm going to call it a day for today. And I'm actually going to grab the one that stands. Whoops, did not want to do that. Control Z. That's actually, I don't want the gas, I want this. Put that there because my Control Z do not undo the move, it undid that. Facilities. Grab this. Get rid of my heat map. Oops, leave the light on so I can actually see what I'm doing. And spin this around. Move it there. And turn on. Yep. So I think that's where I'm going to call it today. This video was slightly shorter than my last one. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys will join for part 3 of the series coming soon.